in business, I've lost a lot in the last, 21 years of being in the financial industry. It's a very, very competitive. I've lost a lot of clients to other companies. I've lost agents. I've lost employees. I've lost contracts. And, it was very easy to say, well, in the industry today, it's because I'm Armenian. It's because I'm from Iran. One time I lost a contract to a big company because they were concerned I was Armenian and, what do you call it? There was a couple Armenian insurance frauds going on in Glendale, and they said, you're part of that community. I said, no, here's where I'm at. My business is this model. So, well, we had a bad experience because we had a $2 million chargeback. I said, no. I said, I want you to judge me for who I am. I don't want you to judge me for what my ethnicity is, and let's see what we can do. And I went and compete. And I kept their contract. We're best friends till today. The same people that were going to drop my contract 11 years ago, they had me at their retirement ceremony speaking amongst 5 people, and I was second to the closing speaker, and the closing speaker was his best friend of 26 years. So for me, the challenge I have is to say I have to, compromise my values to win. I'd much rather say my messaging has to improve. My ability to go out there and shake more hands has to improve. My ability to market better has to improve. I have to outmarket you, outmessage you, outwork you, even if you're cheating. And there's a lot of people that cheat in the marketplace, in business, in media, and politics, definitely more in politics than other areas. Yeah. You got to get more creative with the messaging to win, because that angle, and again, this is my opinion, that gets the voter to say, well, why vote anyways? Because we don't stand a chance against the globalists. Why do it anyway? That's actually the wrong messaging, because it doesn't get the crowd to come out. For example, like right now, what happened with Trump? Okay, right now, what happened with Trump? For example, this is the brilliant marketing of him and where he's at. Love him, hate him, do whatever you want to do with the guy. Do you know how they're going to use this here? What happened with FBI? Here's how to market it. They're going to get their base to show up like never before, okay? That's how they're going to use it. Because in the world of politics, it's definitely the dirtiest amongst all, okay? Because you can manipulate a lot and get away with it. You can't really do that a lot in business and get away with it because there's laws. In politics, there's not really laws. You just got to kiss the right person's ass and,
you can lie.
You can lie and get away with a lot of different things. In business, you're eventually going to get caught when you lie too often. It's just what ends up happening if you do that.
Bad business.
Yeah, it's bad business. In insurance, you can send a bunch of premium, but if it doesn't stay on the books, you're eventually going to be, having that reputation. So for me, I want to agree with you, but I want to also challenge you to say, hey, man, if I got to go back, I got to change my strategy, marketing. We got to have better team. We got to shake more hands. I got to build a bigger pipeline today. I got to get better endorsements. Maybe Bannon is good strategically. Maybe it's not a good public strategic thing for me to have out there. Maybe I got to have him as somebody I talk to on the phone on a daily basis, but publicly the people that, so that's the only thing I would say with some of those things. Because if you're really going to go do the politics thing, you have to know, like I remember one time I had a guy named Casey Bell. He was in the military, total playboy, great with the ladies. And one day I'm 17, 18, I'm like, I just can't stand the games these girls are playing. He says, what are you talking about? I said, they're playing so many games. He says, you got to play the games back. Mm-hmm. It's part of it. It's a game.
No.
Okay, but by the way, not from the standpoint
what, you don't play
of
games?
I don't agree.
Not from the standpoint of manipulation. What he's talking about is they're playing hard to get. That's part of it. You got to figure out a way to still woo them. You got to figure out a way to still persuade them. That's the part. And by the way, that's politics.
Yes. No, I strongly disagree with this.
Okay, tell me why.
Sacred honor are the ideas and the values that you live by, but are willing to die for. You have a radical loss of sacred honor in this country, and people around the world. And as soon as when you say out message, I mean, and I told our delegates this in the CD5 convention where they endorse a candidate. If you guys want to become Democrats to win in the deep blue place, you don't really win. You don't win if you become a Democrat to get a Democrat vote. You have to convert a Democrat to conservative ideas or liberals to conservative ideas. If you become a liberal to win, you're just a mouthpiece. You're just
No one's saying that though.
But this is what I'm saying. There are fundamental ideas that didn't fall to a lack of messaging. There are real contention about ideas, and because we live in a democracy, we play this retail game with the people and say, well, how can I get the widest net? But there are some things that we should have never compromised on that somebody has to stand up and say, just no. Absolutely not. And in a place like Minnesota, that's very moderate conservatives, even on the Republican side, abortion was that issue. I could have went door to door and affirmed abortion, baby killing, and I would have easily got another 500
That's not
votes.
what I'm saying, though.
But when you start down the path of modifying a message based on what people would like to hear, as soon as it ventures away from being truth, things that you know to be true, or things that you believe in, you're already down the. You become a product of whatever the most powerful leveraging dog is out there in the yard, and that's how we lost this country.
So I'll give you an idea. Okay, do you know what life insurance used to be called?
Death insurance.
Death insurance. Mm-hmm. So would you rather buy life insurance or death insurance?
Wouldn't matter to me.
Okay, but the average person's going to buy
insurance.
So maybe
death
not
insurance
to you.
has a creepy morbid
but if you
feel
go,
to it.
go to a family and say, "Hi, I'd like to buy you some death insurance today versus life insurance," right? Okay, so anti-abortion or pro-life, what's better?
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
It used to be. It wasn't called pro-life back in the day.
It's the same thing. So
They changed it.
anti-abortion or pro-life, you have to know that's messaging. It's the same
marketing.
thing.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.